quick wardrobe change before we record the intro to video 2.
Trying to make it look like it happened on different days when really we're cramming it all in. It's like finals week.
So welcome to video 2. See if Joella's ready. Camera ready yet?
I put on the pink lipstick instead. And I'm pretty sure you can't even tell that it's not red on camera. But it's hot pink. Different brand and everything.
And you got your rosé?
I have my rosé shirt on. I wish I was really like clever with puns. I'd come up with some like, don't mind if I do rosé.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2. If you're here, you probably saw episode 1. If you haven't, go check it out. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, so this takes us from just after the new year through March. And this is our push east. So it's a lot of Texas, New Orleans, and Florida. And one thing I really like about this particular series of stops is there's a lot of little hidden gems that I don't think we would have stopped at if we weren't living this way. If we weren't actually driving through already, we would have never explored these places. So I feel really lucky for all these experiences and super excited to share them because some of them are literally worth a trip by themselves to go and see. So hopefully it inspires you to go explore a couple of these.
Yeah, so in this video we decided and realized people love these travels, so we started documenting a little bit more of stuff. So it's a little longer, but again, bear with us. The quality isn't super great till we get to Miami, which is the first really set series.
So episode 4 will be Miami, and that'll be its first standalone episode and the first one that we did with actual appropriate video equipment. So
like this little guy right here. Ooh,
should be a little better. Plus it's Miami. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's basically the Bahamas.
Check out our blog. Tons of great stuff up there.
If you want to see any photos, they're on the website.
Follow us on Instagram because we are huge proponents of Instagram and we want to hear from you on there.
We love hanging out on Instagram.
Every day.
So yeah, at The Accidental Travelers on Instagram and www.theaccidentaltravelers.com is our website. Pretty simple. So go check it out.
Enjoy.
See you after. So there was a break in the weather and we made a run to El Paso, and all we really did there was grab some Tex-Mex and stay a night in a truck stop before heading to our real destination of Marfa, Texas.
Blue sky, oh it dies again. Two lies will wash into pretend. Our time will be forgotten. But love it, 'cause I don't think you do. Don't show it. American dream come true. I'll have dreams living for you. Found you in my life and it was alright.
Then we hit Waco and my old hometown of Dallas. We're in Austin on Congress, south of downtown, and it's freezing, but still so much fun. So we got a home slice. Now we're getting it.
But I let you slip away. Write my love again. You say you don't make mistakes. Too bad I'm just pretend.
So we're walking here in
Waco, Texas. Can you guess what we found?
this weird little place called Waco.
And this is not the clothes we thought we'd be wearing when we got here. It's freezing, but
Guess what we found?
it's another couple in commerce. We made it to Magnolia. Happy breakfast. So here we are. I love this drive into the city. Welcome to Dallas. It's really fun. It's been a long time since I've lived here. College ended way too many years ago, but it still feels so familiar. We're also getting really good at driving through scary, precarious cities.
Yeah.
Come here.
Is this what I'm taking?
I should help now. We had a great time in Dallas hanging out with a college roommate of mine and her fiance, but we took no other videos, so we'll definitely podcast about it. But from there, it was on to the beautiful New Orleans. And there's New Orleans. I see nothing but freeway right now. There are cruise ships, and they are enormous compared to the downtown skyline. It's hilarious. Maybe we'll get it again. If not, Ben looks cute today. Caught the first parade of Mardi Gras, and we even did a tour where you actually have to be on a tour now to get into the city's oldest cemetery, the St. Louis Cemetery No. 1. And we don't normally do tours, but in this case it was full of lots of useful information we wouldn't have got any other way. And that is Giacomo. He was our mule for the day, and that was his first day back from 4 months paid vacation.
And from there we went to New Orleans City Park, which was full of beautiful old oaks.
It has so much southern charm, but we were actually there for the botanical gardens where we have a wedding next spring, so we were doing some pre-scouting. But it was surprisingly filled with art, so it was definitely worth a visit next time you were in New Orleans. So we're on the road again today, and we just crossed in to Mississippi. So Roxy has now hit her 9th state, and Mississippi looks thus far no different than Louisiana. That's the smallest state line sign. Roxy, do you want to know something? Yeah.
Idaho, Washington, Oregon,
California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas,
Louisiana, Mississippi,
Alabama.
Is that 11?
I thought it was 10. Are you at 11, kitty?
Idaho.
You are traveling.
Washington.
We are headed out to Dauphin Island off of Alabama. So we have the Gulf out to one side.
Mobile Bay out to the other.
Mobile Bay. Yeah. Next up was St. George Island, which I'm going to put out there because it really was a little island. Through Mississippi, through Alabama, to Florida.
Florida.
Wish you guys could have heard Ben's freak out when we were coming up on the state line and he didn't have a phone ready yet. That was fun.
Well, it snuck up on me. So we're here, St. George Island.
It's beautiful. It's only 28 miles long, and in spots a couple 100 yards wide. It's really cool because you can see both the bayside and the Gulf. The water's blue here. We finally got to blue water. Dauphin Island in Alabama was still kind of like muddy Gulf gray, brown. So it's beautiful. And behind us is the lighthouse. And this thing was blown down by weather, I want to say 3 or 4 times, and they finally reconstructed it. And we're taking some pictures here of the lighthouse and how beautiful it is. And this is actually a 6-7 shot, so we will be doing this one on film.
Yeah, that's the setup for group photos. Right there, at Ben and Joella. We're here at Patty's, sitting out on their patio, eating our half a dozen oysters.
A sunny place for shady people.
A sunny place for shady people.
Their tagline.
So we're shooting them raw here. Joella has one more big one left.
This thing's a monster. I've been saving it for last. So you guys, you ready for your lesson on raw oysters? So it's kind of a myth that you swallow them without chewing. Take your fork and swirl them around. Make sure that they're loose. If you want any condiments, you can throw a few of those on. If you want it to be opaque, that means it got enough nutrition while it was growing. This one looks lovely. And then you swish her back, chew a few times, get the full flavor, and let her slide.
Whoa, that was a big guy.
Okay, so we are at the Blue Parrot Cafe. It has an amazing view. We are apparently quickly acclimating wimps because we're sitting underneath the heater. Everything comes in throwaway. The beers are in plastic cups. It's got the most like charming, fun, casual, we're sitting on the beach barefoot feel. And we ordered fish tacos that we were really excited to dig into. It is raining in the jungles of Florida. We're at Manatee Springs State Park. And that is not stopping our little explorer. Hey guys. It is like pretty jungly here. We're like back in this corner, which is awesome. Like nobody around us. We're not a terribly far walk.
Gonna go see some manatees. Manatees.
Spanatees?
Manatees.
Next up was a wonderful week stay in Dunedin, Florida. Highly recommend it. So here we are riding around in a golf cart with our hosts for the weekend, and it's a really fun story because one of our parents and one of their parents were childhood friends, and we'd never met any of them, but they offered up their driveway, and we totally hit it off with them.
Got a photo shoot out here.
A family session, extended family actually. It's really fun. They're from all over the U.S., and we are going to capture some gorgeous beach photos for them to put above the mantle.
That's it.
Are you serious? It's supposed to pull like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it's so
I love
good.
it.
Keep going.
Gosh, it's so cool.
It might be a little wet still.
Next up is the Everglades. So we are here in the Everglades at the technically Flamingo, California. So this is one of the very few places in the United States where you can actually see flamingos in the wild.
I think the only place. And we actually saw one already today. It was like Pepto-Bismol super pink and flew right over the top of us. We have seen manatees and an alligator
flamingos in the wild this last week. And we've never seen any of those things in the wild before. So we are on a roll. We're going to show you a little bit of the after effects of the hurricanes from this last year. The Everglades was hit twice by hurricanes, and it was really, really battered still. They worked really hard to get one part of this Flamingo Visitor Center open, but a walk around to the other closed side of the building showed you how hard hit it really was. It was completely tore up. There were roof shingles missing and effects of flooding still, and it looked like it had been abandoned for 30 years. And we feel so lucky that we were able to still go visit the Everglades because half of the campground was closed, and you don't often get to see the effects this up close. So it's about 85 degrees going on 145, 2,000% humidity, and there are critters everywhere. They zoom. But yeah, we're back here kind of trying to get to the water and see if we could paddleboard out, but it's swampy and pretty overgrown, really. These trails look tight and plants are growing in on it, and probably still some damage from the hurricane, actually.
Air plants are super trendy all over the country. We've seen them in shops and boutiques, but we've never actually seen them in the wild, but they grow everywhere in the Everglades. Here we are on another hike.
This one is called Snakebite.
This is Snakebite. The mosquitoes are like horrendous.
So thick. You can like hear them. They're everywhere. Oh good.
Hey, baby. Say hi.
So we are canoeing through the Everglades right now, and it is so cool. So we just came back through there with this like canopy of red mangroves.
It's great. We'll catch you later.
Alright, if you remember our map, next up is Miami. You made it through episode 2!
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. We really appreciate it, and we're so pumped that you're here. This is so exciting for us, this little beginnings we have.
Yeah.
So make sure you comment, like, watch, pop over to the blog, hop on Instagram. Please hop on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, what
love
else?
Hanging out on Instagram. Yeah, we're super grateful to each and every one of you. You know, just this small group of people here at the beginning feels really, really special. And
yeah,
you're pretty much caught up now. That's through the first 7 months, almost 8 months of travels in those couple videos. So you're pretty much almost caught up, and we're gonna do episode 3 is gonna be Kauai because it was too cool to squeeze into one of these episodes. And then episode 4 will be our first city standalone with Miami.
Yeah, and then from there we go to Savannah with a little bit of Central Coast stuff in there. We went to Harry Potter for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
But then Savannah, then Charleston, and then Nashville. And in between, we kind of went to the Masters.
Did a few other things in there, but those are our next big stops.
Yeah.
And
so tell us what you like.
Here.
Help us out. Give us thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs up, comment, like I said, head over to Instagram. If you want to see any photos, head over to the website. But seriously, guys, just thank you so much for being here. These like crazy, it feels like a little family.
It is. It's our little
like
family.
We're just exploring and discovering things together. And to all of you who are here at the very, very beginning, we are sending so much love and positive vibes your way right now. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
See ya.
See you next week.